In Chapter 8, we are going to discuss sources of short-term financing. This is as opposed to long-term financing, so these are debts that typically need to be repaid over a few months or perhaps even just a few weeks. And short-term financing is an area that a financial manager pays a great deal of attention to because it's sort of a continuing process to manage these short-term debts. Let's look at the outline very quickly of the chapter that we're going to be covering here. We're first going to talk about trade credit from suppliers. This is in fact the largest source of capital for in terms of short-term liabilities. That's often surprising to students, but many businesses buy their inventory on credit rather than paying cash. The supplier offers the goods on credit terms, and this is frequently not only a large source of credit for the company, but it's also frequently the cheapest source. In addition to trade credit, we're going to talk about bank loans, and these bank loans can take a wide variety of different structures. They can be structured with collateral or without collateral. For smaller companies or mid-sized companies, bank loans make an awfully important part of the capital structure of the firm. For very large companies, sometimes, for example, a General Electric or a Ford Motor, the company will bypass the bank and borrow directly from large suppliers of capital, such as a pension fund, and rather than going to the bank, they'll just borrow in the financial markets directly from someone who has cash available. And that's done through something referred to as commercial paper, which is short-term debt. We'll finish up this chapter talking about the use of collateral for larger borrowings, in particular looking at collateral being accounts receivable and inventories, and then we'll talk about the use of hedging to control risks associated with changes in interest rates. So that's the basic outline that we're going to be working through in this chapter.